I'm starting an early Wednesday morning hike at Iroquois Park. Look at all the obstacles in front of me. Crossing the little gully that has the crinoid fossils. Whenever the wind gets strong, we lose a lot of trees in this park. I'm pretty high up on this hill, looking around. I didn't see anything up here, but I'm looking down the hill and I see some deer bedded down. There's one. There's another one, and I think that's another one. I think I see 4 down there. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're looking over there. They heard something, I don't know what it is, but I think they all got up. What are they looking at? I saw some people over there. And they're running away from them, not me. I think those people were headed down to Rundle Road. They were making a lot of noise. I don't hear them anymore, and I don't see them. So thankfully, they're not coming this way. I caught up with the deer. One thing about deer is they don't like a lot of noise. And I try not to make a lot of noise. They know I'm up here and they're not running off. They're just slowly walking off. I think those deer walked down this hill, but I'm not sure. Those deer crossed this gully and they started walking up that hill, and I'm not going to try to follow them. This tree fell on that tree up there. and you see what happened. I see some deer in front of me. I think this is a button buck. I see 3 of them. I was on my way up this hill. These could be the same deer I saw earlier. I think they were headed in this direction. They're back in that mess now. They might still be back in that mess. I'm not going to try to follow them again. I'm going to hike up this hill behind me. I think I see some deer up there. There's one bedded down. And there's another one. And I see another one. I found my favorite buck again. He's up there chewing his cud. And there's his buddy right next to him. I'm watching him chew his cud. There's does in this area too. There's one. And there's the other buck. There's 2 does. My favorite buck and his buddy. She's chewing her cud. Now my buddy is up. Both of the bucks are up. I think he's looking at that doe. There's one bedded down. And there's 3 more. And there's the buck. And the other buck. Three does, but one of them could be a button buck. It's hard to tell from here. So there's at least 6 in this area. This doe just got up. So there are 4 does. And the 2 bucks. And like I said, one of those does might be a button buck. one doe over there walking in a different direction. I'm about ready to take off. I love watching these two. I'm gonna take off. I'm looking behind me, and they're all still there. I don't know what happened there. This one chased the other one off. There's two of the does. There's my favorite buck, and there's the other buck coming back. Now, where do I want to hike? Are these deer following me? I'm not sure where they're going. They're walking right beside me. And I think this guy is going to follow them. There's my buddy following them. I think the other buck's over there too. That was fun. Now I'm going to hike down this hill. Cross the gully and then start hiking over there. I see this is where some deer crossed the gully. And they started walking up that hill. Or they came down that hill and crossed the gully and took off in that direction. This is a fantastic morning for hiking. Those deer were way over there. And I think they were headed in this direction. So I might see them again hiking up this hill. And I'm looking over to my right and I see a deer bedded down. And there's another one over there, but there are tree branches in the way. There's two more over there. So that makes four. This one bedded down. This one was bedded down. And there's two over there bedded down. And I see another one back there. So that makes five. Here's one walking past me that's very close to me. Where are you going? You think the others will follow you? The others aren't following her yet. Those two are still bedded down. I'm going to hike down the hill. One of those deer walked off over there. There it is. Looking over to my left and I see another deer. It's behind that tree now. Another beautiful deer. And I see another one up there. This one just jumped that log. I think the deer are enjoying this beautiful morning as much as I am. That one's pretty far off to my left. I found my favorite buck again. I thought they were coming over here. There's a doe. There's another deer. Beautiful doe. Just what I needed. More video and pictures of these two. I'm very close to these two bucks. They're just ignoring me. Now they're walking off over there. There's a doe in front of them. I'm hiking up this hill. One last look at them as they slowly walk off. I'm looking over to my left and I see another deer. And I think this one is a buck, a young buck. I'm not going to follow it. It's on its way down the hill. And what's it going to do? Oh, it just bedded down. I'm higher on the hill and I'm looking down and I see that young buck that bedded down. I'm looking down the hill and I see Some deer down there. I think that's my favorite buck. This young buck, I think it's a button buck, just got up and is walking down the hill. There's another deer down there that I think it was with. Oh, there it is. Here's the young buck. I just hiked up that hill and I'm leaving all those beautiful deer behind. Now I'm going to hike off in this direction. Well, I'm finished hiking the high ground. Now I'm going to hike down this hill. Looking down the hill and I see 2 deer. I see 2 of them bedded down. Now they're getting up. Three beautiful deer. Pretty close to them now. She's just staring at me. The other 2 are behind her. She might be the mama. And maybe not. I don't know which one is the mama. She found something to eat, some old dried up leaves. I'm gonna try to hike around them. I'll hike off in that direction. That deer just took off running over there. Where are the other 2? I don't see them. Now she's running off in that direction. I think that's where the other 2 are. Very close to Rundle Road. I'm going to cross the gully down there and then start hiking up that hill. I think that is the mama. Yeah, maybe not. It's just so hard to tell. I know the other 2 are down there either crossing the gully or still in the gully. I see them down there. They just crossed the gully. There they go. I'm getting ready to cross the gully. This is where I'm going to cross the gully. And they're walking off over there. One more hill to hike up. I see one of those deer over there. I'm not following them. They're going off in a different direction. They're down there, and there's another one walking up the hill. And that's where I'm going. Now they're running up the hill. These woodpeckers keep flying off the park and get good video and pictures of them. I think these are yellow-bellied sapsuckers, but they won't stay in any one spot for long. There's another one. Yellow-bellied sapsucker. There's another one. They just keep flying off. I'm coming from the bottom of this hill. I'm getting closer to the top. I'm at Rita's Point, taking a little break. Just hiked up the very steep hill. I made it all the way up to the top. I made it up to Top Hill Road and Summit Field. See a woodpecker up in that tree. What is that? Is that a hairy woodpecker? I've seen a lot of yellow-bellied sapsuckers this morning. I'm leaving Top Hill Road and I'm on my way into Summit Field. I see a robin out hopping around. A beautiful robin. See a frog in this pond. The pond next to the rustic pavilion. I see some deer crossing Top Hill Road. That's the last deer. The other one's already crossed. No, they didn't. There's another one. Wonder how many there are. This is Top Hill Road. A lot of trees and branches in the way. I'm standing on Top Hill Road. Oh, there's quite a few deer down there. Some of them are walking off over there. And here comes the rest of them. I think 3 of them are over there. There are the others. There's the slightly piebald deer. Where'd the others go? Oh, there's some up there. I think they're gonna go over there and join the others. Now they're up there on Top Hill Road. Yeah, they're going down the hill. Found all the deer again. Now they're taking off down the hill. They're probably thinking, I wish that old man would stop trying to follow us. But that's how I had my fun. There's one of them. Is it going back up the hill? I don't see the others. I made my way down to the red trail. I see the deer up there. I'm not sure how many's up there. 5 to 7. I think there's 7, but they keep spreading out. It's hard to tell. There's one up there. There's 2 of them. I need to get down to my car. I've been here long enough. It's getting late. There's the airport over there. And I'm headed to my car. I'll be going down Uphill Road. Now I'm walking down Uphill Road. That squirrel is up there eating. I'm on Rundle Road and I can see the golf course parking lot up there where I am parked. It is time for this old man to go home.